Rabbit trails.
And we're back with another episode of Rabbit Trails, and you know what that means? It is story time.
It is time to sit down, relax, grab a glass of Fresca, and listen up to things that we say out of our mouths.
And with our minds, we create these words that fester out of thin
Consciousness.
air, and with consciousness comes great responsibility.
That is true.
When we use
Very
that,
true.
and we have these mics and we talk into them, and then you listen and you go, ha 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 ha,
Ha ha.
or you don't. Whatever,
Yeah,
we do this for us, so who cares?
A little bit of a different set today, as the 1 or 2, maybe 3 viewers we get on YouTube.
What's up?
But
Thank you.
we, for those listening, we are just on the couch for this episode because it's a special one. It's the series finale. That's right, guys. This is the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna have to cut it off. You know, sorry. We know that when we were getting big. You know.
I mean,
just when we were making money moves.
All these sponsors coming after us.
Out of the woodwork, dude.
Dude, all these sponsors coming after us. They're like, you guys have talent for just saying dumb things. And we want you. We want to be a part of that.
We want to be a part of that.
And we had to say no. And that's not your story, but you believed us. So there it is.
Yeah, joke's on you.
Mm-hmm. I don't want anybody coming up to me, asking if I'm doing okay. I think I've said this before, but don't come up to me and giving me pity.
Yeah, don't give him pity.
Don't give me money.
Make fun of him.
Don't give me food. All that stuff. Don't try to replace him, even though I definitely need a best friend. So if you're out there,
yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, so this is like our series finale /
Christmas special.
Yeah, Christmas special. Because Christmas is coming up next week from where we're sitting right now. I totally, for some reason, thought that Christmas was on Thursday next week, but it's on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Tripped me out, dude.
Super weird. What's so funny is we have Christmas, and then immediately I go to work the next day. So Happy New Year.
Oh yeah. Christmas is just not special. Christmas Day. Okay, come back. Did you have a good Christmas? Yes.
Yeah. It's 7 o'clock. All right, I'll see you guys. Family's like, where you going? I'm like, I gotta go home. I got work in the morning.
Yeah. But it's Christmas Day.
But there are some.
Yeah.
There's, my brother, he works on Christmas.
That sucks.
To which I'm like, I would resent anyone who came in the store.
Yeah.
Because
it's gotta be dead all day.
Yeah. I don't know, because some people, they come, it says they come to restock food or drinks and things like that.
At Walgreens?
Yeah, because it's the only place that's open.
Good. Walmart's open.
Mm-mm.
No, they are?
Mm-mm. He said Christmas is the only day Walgreens outsells Walmart.
Interesting.
Yeah. And, which is also kind of sad, because if you're not open when if you're open and Walmart's not, what are you doing?
You're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I'm working at Walgreens and someone comes in and it's Christmas, I'm going to go, oh, are you enjoying your Christmas? And they'll go, oh, actually I am. I'm like, do you know why I'm not enjoying my Christmas?
That's great.
They go, I assume it's because you're working. But it's people like you who are coming in here on Christmas.
They inevitably would ask you, yeah, how's your Christmas? And you go, it's great. I love it.
Would you like my worker's answer or my out of work answer? Frick you.
Yeah, so I figured we would talk about childhood Santa Claus related things. So if you're a child listening to this, stop. Because we don't want to be responsible for anything happening in your life that we're not supposed to tell you. So please, viewer discretion is advised.
It's not your dad.
It's your fault now. All right, so I want to talk about how I got Santa exposed for me because my family does Santa Claus. Some people don't, and I'm like, that's great. But also, I'm just gonna say it. People who don't do Santa make way more of a big deal of it than it should. Like, I'm sitting here, I go, hey, you don't do Santa? That's whatever. You know, sure, that's fine. But then the people who don't do Santa are like, you do Santa? I can't believe that. And I'm like, why can't you just not, why can't you just let me do my thing like I let you do your thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you're lying to your kids and you're not saying what Christmas is actually about. I'm like, you can say both.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, you can say Santa and you can say Jesus, not making them equal in any way. You can do both. Also, like, I was a kid, I liked Santa. I knew it was Jesus' birthday. Didn't rank one higher than the other. What kid is not going to like presents? I mean,
That's right.
it's not like they're less thankful for Jesus just because they're getting presents. It's just they're getting presents. Would you want your kid to get a present and go, "Thanks, but this isn't Jesus. This isn't for Jesus. Like, this is a stupid present. Like, why are you giving me a present? It's not my birthday. It's Jesus' birthday." So if you don't do Santa, what's the point for giving presents at all? Don't give presents to your kids if you don't believe in Santa and if you're not doing Santa. This is an epiphany. This all makes sense. If you don't do Santa, there's no reason to have gifts because the whole reason that started was because Saint Nick, who was inspired by Jesus, it's just like, you know, like there's no reason to give your kids gifts if it's Jesus' birthday. So if you don't do Santa, cut the whole thing out.
Well, that would just. You tell a kid that, he's going to be like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with Jesus. Does Jesus give me gifts?
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think so.
You know? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for presents if you're not doing Santa because he brings the gifts.
Well, I'm glad you're not in charge because I wouldn't have gotten any gifts.
Well, I'm posing against that because that's the logic.
Mm-hmm.
The logic is if Santa isn't,
no, I agree.
then there's no presents.
It would have been fun to do Santa.
It was awesome.
So
it is awesome.
You guys hearing the story,
magic.
Gage is coming from the side of growing up with Santa, and I'm coming from the side of I didn't. Now, am I damaged by that? No.
Am I damaged by it? No.
If your kid's damaged by it, it's your fault.
Yeah, why would they be damaged by it?
It's probably your fault.
They've never been lied to in their whole life. Ever. In their entire life, they've never been lied to.
My son is 32 and he still believes in Santa Claus.
They're like, I would never, ever do Santa with my kids. 20 years later, listen, you're adopted.
I already know him and a lot of my kids so much.
Dude.
And that probably being one of them.
I can't wait to do Santa with my kids, dude. I watch my sisters and I'm like, dude, the Christmas magic is unparalleled, dude. Because other than that, you're waking up, you're going to open presents on a random day. You just happen to do it this day for no reason. But with Santa, you're waiting for Christmas Day because Santa comes through in the night and he magically brings presents to all the kids and they do good things all year. And it's just like, you know, it's like a segue. It's like taking what it is. It's like getting this, you know, idea that like you're supposed to be as good as you can be, a good human being. Giving that to children so they can actually comprehend it in a way that makes sense to them. Because kids want toys, they want things, inevitably. That's how kids are. So it's like giving them that, a reason for that, and then you segue into, yeah, okay, so like you're just supposed to be it all the time, you know, because of Jesus, you know? I don't know, it makes sense to me. Some people would disagree. And I would say, okay.
So anyway, how did it get brought up to you?
I find it funny. I remember I told my stepmom and she got quite a kick out of it. Because mine was like incredibly casual. Like I'm not sure. I know like parents will literally like sit down their kids on the couch and be like, listen Timmy, okay? Santa's not real. And then, you know, whatever happens, you know, okay, maybe they cry. Who knows? They still got presents. What's there to cry about? Whatever. Anyways. I got in the car one day. I'm not sure what time of year it was. I don't think it was anywhere near December. Got in the car. My dad gets in the front seat. He just loaded me in the back seat. sitting there, probably around 10 or something like that. A little younger than 10, I think. Probably like 8 or 9, maybe 7. And maybe. No, it was around like 8, 9, or 10. Because it's just surprising me because Amelia still believes in Santa, as far as I know, and she's 9. So it's coming soon. If it's anything like mine.
The world's about to shatter.
I'm interested to see how she reacts, but I think she's smart enough. She's just keeping the magic, which I appreciate. But yeah, I was loaded in the back seat. My dad gets in the front seat, and I must have said something about Santa, because my dad just does the classic armrest turnaround, and he looks at me in the eyes, and he goes, "You know Santa's not real, right?" And I go, "Yeah." No, I think I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, now you know, he's not." I don't know what I said. He just said no and like sad, or I was like, "Yeah," like prideful, like, "Duh, I'm not stupid." But I didn't at the moment. That was when it got broken to me. So it's just like out of the blue, casual, like
That's so
whole world
funny.
came crashing down.
That's that's how you break a news to a kid. Arm around the chair,
Yeah.
turn back. You know your dog's dead, right? And then
It
he
was
goes,
perfection.
"No." Well, you do now. And then you
Well,
just
he's dead.
drive off. And you just
Yeah.
you just turn the tunes up while the kid cries in the back.
That's exactly what happened. Like there was nothing after that. He turned around and was like, "Hey, you know Santa's not real, right?" And I replied, and that was it. And ever since then, I've known the truth, you know?
Hey, so you know I ran over your bike, right? No. You do now.
Yeah.
Just cranks up the tunes.
Sorry, man.
I was broken the news like immediately, like
right out of the womb.
like
huh?
yeah, it's like his first words to me weren't like, "Oh my gosh, my baby boy, my son." He goes, "Santa's not real, you know that, right?"
Santa's not real.
And then he cranks up the tunes.
Not having my kid be some idiot.
Yeah, I just never like my cousin. She did Santa, and she'd always talk about Santa. I'm like, "Dad, who's Santa?" And he's like, "It's a fictional character." I go, "What is fiction?" And then he goes, "It means it's not real." I go, why is my cousin saying that he is then? And then my aunt is saying that he is. So your whole family is saying that it is, but my father, the one who took part in giving me life, one of the 2 teammates, is telling me no. And then he's like, no, I buy you the presents. He's like, he's like,
No.
he's like, "I want full credit for buying you all of these things, all right?" But what was so funny is that, like, by the time I think I was like maybe 12 or 13, I remember one of the gifts on there that he got for me. He wrote on the tag, "From Santa," and I was like, "Hey, Dad, what the frick is this?" And he was like, "Santa got it for you." I'm like, "You ruined that for me already, you know?"
Yeah, what the heck?
And he was like, "I just thought I could trick you." And I was like,
It's so funny.
"I can read too, dude." But yeah, and so that's that. And I told my dad about it. Now I'll go, "Hey, Dad, thanks so much. I never got to enjoy Santa and all that." And he goes, "Oh, shut up." He's like, "Are you damaged?" And then he'll start making fun of me. And I'll be like, "Yeah, dude, it hurts now."
Yeah.
No, but I'm fine. It really does not. Now it doesn't bother me at all. And when people do Santa, I understand it and I get it and it's fine.
I imagine it would have been really funny if, like, you saw the tag that said "From Santa" and you didn't even open it. You just picked it up and threw it in the trash. And I was like, "What the heck?" You're like, "That's not a real gift." It's not real."
Yeah.
He's like, "That was from me." It said "From Santa."
I thought it was a trap.
I'm not stupid, Dad.
Must have been when Abby was lived here. Jeez. My cousin. Yeah, she always she was. It was so funny growing up with her too. 'Cause she's like, "What'd Santa get you?" And I'd be like, "I don't. Dad got me some stuff. Santa didn't give me anything."
You must have been bad this year. Did you ever say that?
No, but I would.
It's so funny.
I would though. I wouldn't. So because it was like that for me, I didn't understand like I understand now, like kids doing that and all that stuff. But like as a kid, I was just like, oh, okay, Santa's not real, whatever. And so then when other kids were doing it, I'd be like, "Hey, you know he's not real, right?" And then they would go in freak mode. And then they would like start tripping. Yes, he is. You don't say it. Like they wouldn't believe me, and
Defending his honor.
yeah, and then I'd be like, okay, it's fine. It's just I was told he's not real, and it's fine. It's whatever. And that was that. And
well, it's your word against mine. They turn into lawyers.
like, all right, sorry.
Dude, I was all in, and I'll tell you why. I had a dream. It was one of those dreams that felt real, though. It was one of those dreams that was like so realistic. It was like I didn't even do anything in my dream. In my dream, the only thing is my room was set up to where my bed, I'd switched ends of it multiple times. I think I was on the side towards the wall, facing my door when I was using a nightlight, because I had this little globe that you could tap it 3 times and it would change the level of the light. I thought it was great.
Yeah, you're a rich kid, huh?
That was plastic. Got it for my birthday, I think. For my grandpa, maybe? Can't remember. But I loved it. It was my nightlight. So I was sleeping on the side of there, so I could see through my door, and it was like the hallway was an L shape, and mine was in here, so I could see a crack into the living room directly where the tree was.
Mm-hmm.
So I would lay on my bed staring, at the tree on Christmas nights as a kid, waiting for Santa. And like, I never tried to stay up and catch Santa ever.
Mm-hmm.
That was never my plan, because that was just something you didn't do,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think my parents had to tell me. I just knew, like, okay, you go to sleep so Santa can come,
Yeah, Santa,
That's
this
just
is
that's
business,
the deal,
and that's that.
Yeah, eats the cookies, drinks the milk, gets on up. So I had a dream that, like, I, like, woke up barely and, like, opened my eyes, and I saw him putting crap under my tree. Like, I saw...
gross. He's putting poop under your tree?
Yeah. I saw the red suit from behind. I saw him just crouching down and putting stuff under my tree, and that was the dream. Like, I barely opened my eyes. It was kind of blurry, but I could see the red figure in my living room putting gifts under my tree. So I was sold out for Santa, dude.
Dang.
SFS, dude. Sold out for Santa. Hashtag sold out for Santa. Tweet us at Rabbit Trails.
Yeah, plug it in. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but that's why I was like, it wasn't just a pipe dream to me. It wasn't blind faith for me. I saw him in a dream that I thought was reality. So I was totally all in.
I'm gonna do Santa with my kids, but it's completely for selfish reasons. And the selfish reason being, I love cookies.
That's it? That is so you.
So, when it comes time for Christmas, and my kids are gonna be like, Dad, we want to make cookies for Santa. I'm like, well, Santa really likes these kind of cookies. And then, we're gonna make them.
If you don't get him this kind, he won't freaking give you any presents.
That's right. And then I'm gonna be like, well, make sure you leave, the milk out and everything. Make sure you leave all this out. And then I'll be like, also, this time of year, Santa's been around for so long, he kind of likes burritos too.
Santa doesn't like it when parents give their kids allowances. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna give back all of your allowance money on the night of Christmas.
Now, if my kids suck at making cookies, I'll just tell them to get like Chips Ahoy or something. And, like, put that out for Santa. He likes those too.
Those are fine,
And then I'll probably put on a suit or something like that just in case they catch me.
Never did this.
Of course, I'll probably threaten my kids and be like, if you try to catch Santa, this is what I'll do. I'll just say, like, off the top of my head right now, Santa sends in a little elf spy, okay? The little elf spy checks to see if the kids are coming. If the kids are coming, the elf will signal Santa, and Santa will leave with all of your presents, and you won't get them ever again. And then they'll just stay in their rooms.
Dude, Santa movies are so much fun.
Tim Allen.
All of them.
Tim Allen's hands down.
Tim Allen, all-time great.
Hands down Santa Claus to me.
All-time great.
I gotta watch that one with Kurt Russell because I heard that one was
phenomenal.
That's what I heard.
So well done.
Yeah.
People were hating on it. I thought it was incredible. Kurt Russell is like Tim Allen, respect the classic, all-time great. But Kurt Russell's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, he just owned that role, took it to 100%, and it was a version of Santa that nobody's ever seen before. So it was just so cool, so unique, so fresh, and I was like, this is awesome. Like, definitely not a Santa I would want to grow up with. I think it's now, like, that I'm more mature, and I'm like, okay, that's a cool take. Like, that's interesting. It's like when a superhero they introduce a new Marvel hero into the MCU, and they kind of look sort of like their comic book character, but they change it ever so slightly. But it's like, still dope. You know, like it's a cool twist. That's kind of what it felt like. Like, whoa, that's the character I know and love, but like slightly different, and I love what they did with him. You know, so
Here's a story. So I used to be afraid of the Grinch when I was young. The old Dr. Seuss drawings of he used to scare me.
Yeah.
And so my brother knew that I was scared, and so what my brother would do was like my dad would lay me to bed, and then he'd be like, "Okay, Jeffrey's gonna read you a bedtime story or something," or they'd all kind of switch to tell me stories. Don't know why they did that. Whatever. Which just now, I just had the epiphany to read comic book stories with my kids before bed, so that's really cool, and I'm gonna do that.
Heck yeah. Comic book Bibles are a thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, Bible Man was my jam.
Bro, straight up, dude.
Yeah. I was like, this is Star Wars meets Christianity. But so Jeffrey would come in and he'd just sit down and he'd start reading one. He'd have his finger like underneath like a page or something, and I'm like, that's a weird way to hold a book or whatever. He started just reading, and then he'd go, "The Grinch stole Christmas!" And I'd start screaming. Dude. And then he did it so much that my parents ended up throwing the book away.
That's horrific.
I know, but then Jim Carrey did the Grinch, and I'm like, I love the Grinch.
Dude, Jim Carrey. Creme de la creme.
That dude can do it all.
He can do it all.
He can do things with his body normal people can't. His facial expressions can move just as well as his body can. He's funny.
Sidebar, completely random. I don't know if I've said this to you yet. It's a total random thought out of thin air.
Hey, is this random or?
Yeah, it is. I was thinking the other day to myself.
This is random?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking to my day, what? I was thinking to myself the other day that I say the word horrific a lot. I like that word.
Okay.
It's horrifying, but in a different, like a different terminology.
It's horrifying, but ific.
That's horrific, I don't know what that would be. I mean, it's a different suffix, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you would phrase that, changing it to that way. Anyways, all that to say.
Mm-hmm.
So there's horrifying, horrific.
What's
but
the
you
point,
say,
though?
I'm getting to.
Oh, this.
You're
right.
saying,
Okay. Cool.
Then, now I have to start over. Horrifying, horrific. Then there's terrifying.
Okay.
But you can't say terrific because that's a different word.
Mm-hmm.
Terrific. It's the same spelling though.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
I guess.
I know it's stupid and it's not interesting. I just was like, huh, that's interesting. Horrifying, horrific. Same thing, same meaning. But terrifying, you can't say terrific because it's great, Sidebar closed.
So I like the Grinch.
Yeah.
I like the Grinch now.
Yeah, it was great. The newer one, like the cartoon one, it was good, but it wasn't anywhere near Jim Carrey. I thought Benedict Cumberbatch was a great pick, obviously, like if you were going to do it again. And to do the cartoon movie, I think he was the best pick. Because Jim Carrey wouldn't do it again. There's no need. It's perfection.
Does Jim Carrey do anything anymore?
He does.
This man's kind of fallen off. Ooh, I'm ready to see him in the Sonic
movie. He's
movie.
Eggman, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Just thought of that.
What was I going to say beforehand?
I always loved having, the Christmas trees up and all the lights and stuff. And the older I got, I could tell my dad didn't really care at all for the lights or the tree or whatever, so I'd always have to do it, which I understand. Make your kid put up the tree. It's more special for them if they put up the tree. No, I didn't like putting the lights on, but nowadays you can just get the lights on the tree. We actually had to wrap the lights all
I had to
around
as well.
It. Sucks, dude.
The worst.
I used to, when I was a kid, I'd love to put the tree up because I would, I played with Legos a lot, and I called it my Lego Holiday Special because my Legos always went through stories because I was a creative.
Right.
And so every Christmas, the Legos would go to the Christmas tree, and it would be just a huge battle. And always, I still remember, always, one of my main characters I would choose to die that Christmas special. And it would cause a riff in the gang.
Dude, that's whack.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing with action figures and stuff I played with like Legos and all this stuff, but I think the playtimes I remember most were playing in the bathtub with my Ben 10 action figures. Like I had a bunch of random toys that I would throw together. Like I was literally like, it was like a Toy Story thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just threw all my toys together. It didn't make any sense. I had toys that were like Duplo blocks for like babies. I had like little boats, but then I had like action figures for 10-year-olds, and I would just play with all of it at the same time.
I could never do that.
Um,
It all had to be in the same genre.
I mean, I appreciated it when it was, but I could do anything.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like the playtimes I remember most. That and me and Jesse, my old friend from Kansas, we would play us games. That's what we call them. We would say the title of like the genre or something, or like the kind of idea we're thinking of, and then we just slap us on the end of it. So you want to play superheroes us? Yeah, absolutely. You want to play Ben 10 us? Yeah, totally. And so on and so forth. Star Wars us? Yeah, dude.
I think you tried to get that to catch on at the beginning of our relationship, and
I was
it didn't
cycling
stick.
out of it towards the end. Like I remember the distinct time period where like you're a kid and adults say like, you know, I wish I had an imagination like yours, or like your imagination will go away one day. And it's like, that sounds like a bummer when you're a kid, but honestly, in all honesty, it does.
Dude,
it doesn't go away, it just changes.
Yeah,
Because I remember like trying to go play an us game at some point with Jesse, and it just wasn't as fun as it used to be. And then we never did it again. And I remember that, you know, I remember playing it and being like, it's just like, I'm not feeling it, you know, like it was just strange. It was very strange. And now I know it was puberty, you know?
I remember always thinking like, there's gonna be a day where this isn't fun anymore, and that's that. And I remember my parents had gotten rid of most of my toys because I was getting out of it. But there was one box just full of Batman stuff. It was all of my brother's stuff and all of my stuff. So it was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was like, they're going to give these away, which upset that they did that because now I have to buy my kid toys. Now, I don't want to do that. I could have just given them those. Selfish.
Never buy your kids toys and just take one at a time.
Exactly, yeah.
Give it to them every year.
They go, Dad, what is this? It's like, it's like kind of.
I wanted a Nintendo DS 40,000.
Yeah, well, you're getting a Rubik's Cube.
Dad, I wanted a Nintendo 4D.
But yeah, so I started playing with my Batman and making a big, huge story out of them all. I loved making stories about like evil clones.
Oh yeah.
Or like different dimensions and things like that. And by the way, kids, I don't think have this kind of. They don't do that anymore.
On
just
a very
weird.
light scale.
Because I know. I mean, there's character depth and things like that.
There was, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I had, like...
I'd even play some of the time just with my villains.
Vengeance, you know, and, like...
Justice.
There was tension and justice and, like...
Conflict within, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to kill this guy, you know, but he killed my wife,
and
you know? Like, legit stuff.
And you would do that, like... and it wouldn't just be, like, he killed my wife, and then, like, 10 minutes later, you're going after the guy who killed your wife. Like, it'd be a time period before he actually gets there.
Exactly. Dude, totally. We build the story. It's crazy.
Until when you feel it's time.
How in-depth it was, you know? Or maybe you have a battle and he gets away, and you're left, you know, kind of broken, and you have to get back up, you know, and strive for the next meeting of this guy, and this time I'm gonna beat him. Like storylines that are in big box office movies, big box office hits. Avengers: Infinity War was that storyline. Got defeated by Thanos. They had to get up and go do it again, and they freaking beat it. That's the kind of storylines that we were creating as kids. They had depth. They had freaking emotion,
good cast.
Drama. You know, it's just like, and like nobody thinks so, you know?
No.
Just in the private of our own room, we just made movies.
For hours, dude. But yeah, I remember playing with the Batman, and then like 30 minutes went by and I started texting a chick, and then I was like, I guess this is that time where I'm just not having fun with this anymore.
She's like, what are you doing?
Just playing with my toys.
Like Batman.
She's like, what are you freaking...
Wow. What are you, 5?
Just trying to be.
I'm 10 years old.
So yeah, then I just put them away, and that was the last time I did it. I did it.
Me and Josh we don't anymore, we haven't in a minute, but we used to frequently talk about these little action figure guys. Can't remember the company that
I was thinking about this just the other day.
Yeah. We traded.
Don't know
them.
why we did.
We don't know why, because I was more of a superhero fan and he was more of a Star Wars fan, and we traded our figures. Like I traded him
basically
my Marvel,
all of them.
Yeah, my Marvel figures for his Star Wars ones. But I liked Marvel more, and I still do.
Don't know
and
why
he
we
still
did.
likes Star Wars more.
Don't know why we did.
Don't know why we did it at all.
Like
no freaking clue. I wanted them back.
And I wanted mine back.
But we never talked about it.
Never talked about it. And I remember there was this one Star Wars one that I wanted specifically, and I begged for, and I got him. And he was my favorite. And then I remember trading him for your favorite.
Dude,
your Spider-Man
you gave me old Obi-Wan.
Yep.
You gave me Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me young Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me Darth Vader.
Yep.
Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I gave you like all mine.
Yeah,
though.
you gave me Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's my
you
number
gave me
one.
Symbiote Spider-Man. You gave me
I had Iron
the
Man.
Human Torch. You gave me
I
Iron
remember
Man.
Human Torch.
You
Did I give
gave
you
me-
Angel?
Yeah, you gave me Angel.
Yeah.
You gave me the Thing.
Dude, what were we thinking?
Don't know, dude.
What I would give to have him back.
I know.
Great toys. Those
we
were
gotta
great action
We
figures.
gotta figure out what toys those were.
Those were great. I don't think they make them anymore. Like,
oh man.
Like those were great. Great size. They were like kind of cartoony, but still like really cool.
They're
and, like,
they're bigger than a Lego.
Yeah.
They're
like this big.
They're exactly the toys like right in the end stages of your creative days.
Yeah, dude.
Because
dude, they're so good.
They were so good, dude. I wish I still had one. I wish I had so many
They were
of my
my
old
favorite.
toys.
Dude, I literally had a real deal freaking Woody doll. I had the legit fabric,
Same,
the correct
dude.
size.
They make...
I would lose the hat every now and then. Gone. Vanished. My dad took it and threw it somewhere, gave it away or threw it away. I don't know.
Yeah, and you see
Never
the
told
trash
me.
they make now, dude?
Oh, it's garbage. Oh,
the
it
ones
makes
we
me
had,
angry.
dude, the
Legit.
fabric, real.
Real.
The vest, you could take it
Real.
off. The string,
You pull.
and it would say, and it had Tom Hanks' voice.
The legit plastic hat.
The Buzz Lightyear dolls, dude. You could.
The right size. Everything was perfect.
Yep, helmet comes down, the wings come out.
Boots, plastic on Woody. Like, it just...
They don't make that crap anymore,
They don't.
dude.
They make it all, like, polycarbonated fabric.
It's trash.
Just blow up. Just stop making toys ever.
Yeah, I would send that to Sid's house so fast.
Yeah. Hat, like, doesn't come off. The plastic is stupid. It's like this matte material.
Buzz,
Just
you can
blow up.
literally...
It's gloss.
On Buzz, you only press his buttons. You can't even hit his laser,
Nope.
dude.
No. Yeah. No helmet.
There's no sturdiness to this toy.
No, the wings didn't even come out.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, you click the wrong button for him to talk. You don't click his 3 buttons because his 1 button is for his wings. You click his 1 button for him to talk. And these buttons, the 3 that make him talk,
Don't work.
don't even click.
You want his laser to do something? Squeeze his legs together. It's trash.
Like, what is wrong with you? You got the buttons wrong.
Whoever's in
Not
charge
even
of that,
trying.
Yeah, whoever's in charge of that should be fired.
Yeah, and this is the merch for Toy Story 4. The end of the saga. Really, you're gonna throw out this bull crap at the end? Just frick you, dude. Get out of here.
That was such a good movie.
Disappointment in your toys. Like, seriously, dude. My kid's never gonna have a legit Woody doll because they're gonna be selling for thousands of dollars by the time my kid's born and wants one. Just please, man. You know, like, we don't ask for much. I don't care about who's president. You guys can have that.
Yeah, dude.
All adults can have that.
Whatever.
I don't care.
Don't care.
Just give me the right Woody doll. Just give me the right Buzz doll. Just make my childhood like it existed, you know?
You said impeachment, and I tweeted it, and I just thought about it. I'm going to see Star Wars tomorrow,
Yes, he is.
and I just want everyone to know that that's out. And it's a big day. It's a big
It's a
movie,
big day.
big step. And if you don't care about Star Wars, then go away or something. I don't know. That's dumb if you don't like Star Wars.
I'm going to see it on Friday with my dad. But very excited.
I know your dad has a lightsaber that he handcrafted somewhere in the house. I know your dad knows how to use the Force, and he's not sharing
so
this
like
knowledge
wise.
with us. Yeah.
Like and one with the Force.
Yeah.
But
Like
he's
your
like
dad's
so humble.
Your dad will subtly use the Force throughout his day, like, and no one will ever catch it.
That's how he keeps up with Evelyn.
Yeah,
Little
exactly.
fireball kid.
She'll like if she knocks something down or something, he'll just like
he just
set it back down. That's it. Your dad is a Jedi. He's a grand Jedi master, and he won't share this information with us. And
just not our time, you know.
When is the time, dude?
I don't know. We're still
start.
We're still emotional.
We're supposed to start as kids, so we can not be. Stupid dude.
I mean, it's a different era than the Jedi.
I just want to be able to use the Force. That's it. I want to be able to craft my own lightsaber and just cut stuff down.
I get it. I think something that I just dreamed to do is to go to the Star Wars land, the new Star Wars land at Disneyland, and make my own lightsaber with my dad. It would be expensive, but man, that would be a great experience.
I'm gonna be really upset if he takes you to that and doesn't bring me with.
Josh, I went to Star Wars Land. It was awesome. Like my third time at Disneyland.
That's awesome. I've been to Disney World in Florida.
I went to Disney World twice. Once as a kid, once as a teenager.
I swear, dude, Pluto legit tried to take me.
Pluto was the first person I met too, ever at my first trip to Disney World, and it was on the ferry over from our hotel to Disney World. And I met him, and I'm pretty sure I liked him. For some reason, I remember my parents saying I didn't like him, but I thought I did.
He grabbed my hand. Sorry, I'm yawning because of respect. He grabbed my hand and wouldn't let go, and I was like, "Dude, let go!" And he wouldn't let go. And then I remember I met Buzz a little later after that, and I told him that Pluto was trying to get me, and so I'm pretty sure he dealt with that. Good. And then for some reason, I have this vivid memory of they were doing there was a stage and the castle and a lot of Disney characters were there. I just remember Stitch being on the ground and then one of the witches from whichever movie was at the top and then jumped off of the tower of the castle and then landed on Stitch. And even as a kid I was thinking that's a really long fall. How is he not dead?
Dude, one of the shows that I saw at Disneyland, Nemo was in the air flying, above the castle. Didn't make sense. It was cool. Didn't make sense. I mean, maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I mean, I was I was 17, 17 or 18. So I don't think I remember it wrong, but.
I'm gonna like our family vacations, when we're married and have kids. And
not us.
No. Yeah, we're gonna find
separately.
We're gonna find women and we're gonna marry those. We're gonna marry them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to.
Then we're gonna have
family vacation trips.
Just want to clear that up.
Now, will I be hanging out with kids more than I will my wife? Yes.
Absolutely.
Will I probably lose my kids a couple times because I'm having fun with kids? Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's what that.
Will we leave the kids with our wives?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in the hotel.
I mean, no question.
Are we going to tell them when we're leaving or whatever?
No, not at all.
No. Yeah.
We've been planning this for years.
Yeah.
We also plan to have our wives die first. Not going to kill them.
No,
we're going to
they
have
just
them,
will.
We're going to have them die first.
Yeah, they're just going.
So that we can be roommates in an old folks' home.
That's right.
That's the plan. And that's been the plan for years and years.
Whoever gets Alzheimer's first, the other one who still has his, is still he can think and stuff, is going to pull the plug first.
Yep.
Also, I'm going to have a lot of fun with it if you get it first because I'm going to change who I am every time.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Dude, I was thinking about this the other day if I ever have to be in an old folks home, I'm just going to stay in my room and play games until I die.
Yeah, I guess we will be I guess, this age will be the first ones that can actually do that.
Yeah.
Like that know how to play video games and are like, yeah, throw me a PS4 in
Yeah.
here. Like, and I'm good. I want to play GTA 6 till I die.
I'll just be playing Call of Duty and I'll like get really mad during one match
On a mic.
and then I die.
And then you die.
And
They
it's
literally like are tearing into you, roasting you, and you literally die.
Some 6-year-old kid's like, he stopped speaking. Oh, what a loser!
Idiot,
and
then
and then they hear, oh my gosh, he's dead!
Yeah, they hear him.
And they're like,
tell my kids I love them.
So yeah, that's how we're going out.
That's how we're going out. We've planned it already. We know what's gonna happen.
Maybe you guys will get some Christmas specials or some holiday specials of this show. You know, whenever.
No clue. Yeah.
He comes back. He'll be gone for like 2 years.
I'll be back every now and then, but
yeah, but we won't be like.
I'll probably be with family, and not that I'll definitely see this guy, but
yeah,
I don't know if I'll have time to record anything. So
yeah, we probably won't do that.
Yeah.
But,
if anything, like if somehow in the future we end up living in the same place again, we might bring it back for a season 2 or 3. You know, you
or
never
if we're
know.
just living in the same area.
We'll see. Yeah,
We'll see.
or if we get a giant fan base in the future.
Yeah, if you guys just keep screaming to have us back.
Yeah. So the important information to know is that the podcast will not be available on streaming platforms because I have to pay for that, and I won't be able to after I move. So it will be off streaming platforms. You won't find it on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts at all, but you still can find each episode on YouTube forever. And I still have all the episodes, so I can repost them if we start this up again. Or if I find another platform to put them on permanently. So
that's that.
That's that.
And thanks for everyone who's like listened to us talking and has said that they enjoyed it and all that, and we enjoyed doing it.
We have. We actually did it. Didn't expect us to actually do it.
Yep.
This is 27 episodes. That's 27 weeks of casting.
It was a good way for him and I to continue to just have conversation, especially when I work from sun up to sundown and then like repeat immediately.
Yep.
So yeah, it's been super fun. I'm super sad Gage is leaving for sure, but I'm super hyped for him because this is what God wants him to do, and this is where he feels that he's being called to, and who am I to get in the way of what God has planned for my best friend, because in the end it's about what God wants and serving him and doing all that, and that's that, and I'm not going to get in the way of that, and Gage is going to do great.
And Josh gave me this picture, which was really sweet of him before. He's just being really sweet to me.
Yeah.
Because we're best friends.
Shut up, don't tell him that, whatever. Yeah, so super sad. Love you, dude, and you're going to do some good stuff. Get out of my face.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Bless up.
You freaking rock. And
it's been great.
And we'll see you next week. Just kidding.
No bonus footage, but here's a picture of when me and Josh first met. Enjoy.